99% of the internet. It's time to fire your half-assed cable.
Hey, Ward's Crossing, how are you, sir? It has been a long time. We do need to reconnect. It's been so long. It's been too long, and I would love to connect back with you. You know, I love what you're doing with College Bound, and it's phenomenal. So, guys, as you get on here, if you want to follow somebody who's doing great work, go take a look at Ward's Crossing from College Bound. Mr. Kenneth Ward. Amazing guy. Hey, guys, music off. Yes, music is off. Sorry, you can hear, like, commercials. Yeah. Sweet Face Cosmetics. Sorry, when I see that, I think of Sweet Home Alabama. Hey, everybody, thanks for being here. The Smart Chic, or the Smart Chick. Allison McCain. Really nourish. You guys are awesome. Peace and blessings. Namaste to you as well. Dane Ray, thanks for coming, guys. It's been a while. Some of you I haven't seen in a hot minute. I appreciate you guys for being back. Good morning from Miami. Bienvenido a Miami. I sound like I'm from Telemundo, but I'm not. Allison McCain, already's on the right track. Thank you so much. There are two things I ask from you and two things only. Please do me a favor and share this with your friends and followers. We're going to talk about something really important about your life and about why you may be stuck if you're stuck. And also, share this with your friends and your followers. Bring as many people in here into this Periscope as possible so that we can drop some knowledge bombs on y'all. I want to get you guys inspired today and encouraged, but more importantly, empowered, right? Thank you so much, Jets fan. Good to see you, my friend. I hope you had a good day at work. Came here just go to recruit a few mentors. Yeah, see, Kenneth Ward, he has an amazing organization called College Bound. He runs it here in the Washington, D.C. area. Just check out collegebound.com or .org. And basically mentor high school kids, just basically kids in general, to get them into college. And not only through mentorship, not only through example and helping them through school, but also with helping them with scholarship money to some degree. So I bet $1 last night on football and won. Oh, wow, that's awesome, man. $1? Oh, was this like FanDuel or something? Or DraftKings? I've never got into that. I may consider that at some point. I know people who are doing it, and they're doing pretty well. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's all. Yes, collegebound.org. That's it. Go check it out if you're interested. Collegebound.org. That's a great organization. I've participated a bunch of times. I've talked on it a bunch of times. Spoken there a bunch of times, and I'm blessed to know Kenneth, and I really appreciate what he's doing. So, yeah, he's changing lives. This is how it happens. You change lives earlier on, and that's what ends up happening. They become great men like Kenneth, and then they can go back and change the world. You know, I know that song, "One Man Can Change the World." One person can change the world if you just put in the focus and you hit early, right? Hey, how's it going? Hey, I love the energy. Bam. So exactly. So the thing I'm trying to do with you guys today is, my thing is I try to come in and empower, not only inspire, not only motivate, but to empower. I want to give you guys some tools so that you can continue on with your day and achieve exactly what you want to achieve today and for the rest of the week. It's plain, that's plain and simple. So today's message is about like attracts like. But a lot of people who may be new in here, I want to tell you who I am first. My name is Ebongeka. I'm a certified public accountant or CPA in the Washington, D.C. area. I'm also the author of the best-selling business book, Start Me Up, The No Business Plan. What's going on, Tisno? The No Business Plan, which is a bestseller. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it at Barnes & Nobles. You can get it in the store online. You can also get it from me directly at startmeupbook.com. It's an amazing opportunity for you to get your idea into the marketplace, focusing on 4 major areas, but I also walk you through the whole process. Now, I'm also the founder of Economics. Economics is a play on my name, Eka. We focus on your mission, your mindset, and your money. And my particular focus is to help small businesses both online and offline with their pricing so that they can set their pricing and then raise their prices so they can maximize their profits. Thank you, Victoria Coit. If you have any questions about the book, you always reach out to me. I will answer them. I'm always accessible as much as I possibly can. And the whole goal is to help small business owners with their pricing. That's one of the main reasons I believe and I see it that small businesses fail. It's not a race to the bottom. The book is called Start Me Up, the No Business Plan, Business Plan. I always got a copy with me. Thank you so much, Gorgeous, for showing it. StartMeUpBook.com. This is what the book looks like. It's me on the cover. That's me. Yep. Yeah, the whole thing is, I understand that, Jets fan. It's, the whole thing's about your dreams, getting your dreams and goals. Whatever it is that you want to do. If you're happy where you are, fine. I actually, that's gonna be my next book. It's economics will be my next book, and that'll be my motivation. I'm gonna teach it, and then I'm gonna have most likely a conference next year. So that's kind of the goal. All right, today I want to talk to you guys. Yes, start me up. Today I want to talk to you guys about like attracts like. A lot of you guys have heard this, a law of attraction, and you hear people who from multiple camps who will say things like, "I don't believe in that," and everything else. I don't care what other people. Like, it doesn't matter, right? You don't want to fall into groupthink per se. Like, what you don't want to do is you want to make decisions for yourselves based on what works for you. Everything works for people differently. Certain foods, certain people who have gluten intolerance. I can eat gluten all day long. I don't have a problem. There are people who can't eat gluten, right? So it doesn't mean that gluten is bad. It's just bad for that person. Same thing with this type of certain knowledge you get. It doesn't matter what you talk. It doesn't matter if you believe and subscribe to the law of attraction. Because it doesn't work for somebody else doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means it doesn't work for them. But again, part of it is I see a lot of people who are successful and they practice some form of the law of attraction about like attracts like. When I started understanding the importance of like attracts like, I knew that there was something here. So it's very simple. If you're coming from a negative frame, a negative perspective, you tend to attract people who are similar to that frame. If you're coming from a positive frame, you're happy. I missed that skill, man. I'll go back and look for it. But if you're coming from, so I'm gonna follow you real quick right here. Okay, so if you're coming from a frame, right? I believe it always works, right? A niche summit. But if you're coming from a frame where you're negative all the time, you notice that you'll always find negativity with you. You'll always find there are always people who end up who have problems. There are always people who have trouble. There are always people who are struggling, right? And the people that they surround themselves with tend to have the same thing. The famous Jim Rohn, R-O-H-N, motivational speaker and business expert. He once said that you are the average of your 5 closest friends, and if you're around 4 broke people, you will be the 5th. If you're around 4 prosperous people, you tend to be the 5th. We're social beings. Everything about us is social. Even if you're an introvert, there's a social component. Everybody has a friend. As a result of having that, our influences wane on each other. So, on a basic level, not even getting to metaphysical stuff, not even getting to law of attraction and the secret. I'm just talking about looking at life the way it is on a basic level. The way you are with people, right? The way those people are in your life is the way you will be. But in the same token, if you're coming from a positive frame, you won't be spending time with people who are negative. If you're coming from a negative frame, hanging out with people who are positive will cause you physical pain and emotional pain. You understand what I'm saying? So as a result of those two things, you have to focus on what frame you really want to be in. So when people say like attracts like, it's not enough just to want something and say I attract this. It's not how it works. That's what the lazy intellectual person will say. I'm attracting something to me. No. Being who you are will attract that thing to you. So if you're trying to get that business off the ground, if you're trying to get that, that new job or that career, if you're trying to do something else, becoming the person who you need to be is literally imperative for that to happen, right? Oh, that's awesome, Jets fan. I love that. And as a result, look what's happening, Jets fan. I love what you're saying. Look what's happening. Because of who you became, who you are, right? Because who you are to be, you're now becoming. And because you're becoming that person, you're attracting people. You're coming to my scopes. You're meeting people like Keith Maurice. You're meeting other people in scopes. You're having a good time. You're happier, right? The music you listen to is not deep or sad anymore. The things you're doing are not deep and sad. The people you have in your life who understand, who are coming from the same perspective, you tend to be drawn to those areas because you want to be that. You want to be that kind of person. And so when I'm talking about like attracts like, the main point I want to focus on, more importantly, is that you play a role in this. You play a role in what happens to you. It's not just enough to want something and to like it. Part of like attracts like is you got to be like who you're supposed to be, right? And so it requires you to do some work, whether it's reading videos, audio programs, going to summits, going to watching motivational speakers, going on YouTube. There's a lot of free stuff out there. I do this every single day. So my routine is very simple. Every single day, every morning when I wake up, I either meditate or I listen to motivational messages. At least an hour every day. Sorry, every morning. Throughout the day, for at least 5-6 hours, I'm listening to motivational all day long. Majority of my day is spent listening to motivational stuff. Why? This sounds excessive. It sounds like I'm obsessed. But I'm obsessed with my life. I'm obsessed with my inner mental focus. I'm obsessed. As a result of that, my vision becomes clearer, right? It's very similar. Like, you got to understand this piece about your vision. Your vision is literally, it's a direction to a place, right? It's just an emotional, spiritual, mental direction to a place. It's no different than you going to another city. It's no different than you walking to work or driving to work. You take a direction. There's a physical manifestation. This is an emotional, spiritual, and mental manifestation, your vision. It actually shows you where you're going to be, right? And what happens is your brain says, okay, how can we get there? Take this street, take a right, take a left. That's what happens. If you had to go to work and you know that the main road you go is closed, you know where else to go. The reason why that is because in your mind, you know exactly where you're supposed to be, so you know the roads to take. That happens on the same level internally, spiritually, mentally, and with your vision. So when you start developing what your vision is, the like attracts like. Hey guys who are coming into the scope, just remind you guys, my name is ebongeka. I'm a certified public accountant. I'm also the author of the best-selling business book, Start Me Up, the No Business Plan Business Plan. In addition to that, I'm also the founder of Economics. We focus on your mission, your mindset, and your money, and we help small businesses set their prices and raise them. Mindset's important. That's why mindset's part of economics. Do me a favor. Thank you so much, Donna. Please share this with other people. I want to get more people into the scope. This is embarrassing. I only got 20. I got C. James in here. I got Tisno. You two are like dynamite. Do me a favor and invite somebody. Invite some people back into the scope. What's going on, C. James? So basically, with the law of attraction, you know, there are multiple ways you can look at it. You can be a cynic or critic. That is fine. The people, what I've noticed more than anything else, something's wrong with Periscope this morning. Oh, really? Yeah, I don't know what it is. It seems kind of weird. Thank you, Beth, for sharing that. The thing that I've noticed with Periscope. The thing that I've noticed with the law of attraction, more than anything else, is, and the like attracts like, is that if you want to be a cynic, if you want to be a critic, if you want to be a grudger or someone who complains, you have to understand the simple point. You tend to keep yourself dug in the trenches. You're stuck in the trenches. The people you attract to your life will be on the same page, will be on the same vein. You guys can sit around and commiserate. You guys can sit around and complain together. When I hear complaint around me, I leave. I can't deal with it. When I find myself wanting to complain, I immediately shift my frame. This is something what I do. Something very similar to neuro-linguistic programming, NLP. The minute I have the mindset I want to complain, the minute I have a feeling of depression or sadness or melancholy, I do a physical manifestation to knock me out of it, to stop the patterns in my brain. I'll do a loud clap. I'll go outside and yell. I'll do something. I'll snap my fingers. I'll do it a couple times. I'll tap against it. I'll do something to manifest, to get myself out. Your phone cut off for 30 seconds. Oh, that's crazy. I'm glad you're back, man. Yeah, I heard something. Beth Hoover said something is wrong with Periscope today. But the basic thing is I'll knock myself out of that. Oh, I see. Yeah, you know what? That makes sense, Nobian, because when I went on to look at my Periscope, I saw that normally I see a bunch of people. I didn't see a lot of people on today, so it looks like this it's a Periscope problem. I thought it was me. I was like, how come there's nobody live right now at this point? Nobody's live. So yeah, because normally I got more people in my thing. At UPS, you're allowed to scream. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. See, whatever you need to do, Jets fan, to get you out of that frame, because this is it. If you can get yourself out of that negative thought loop, you have the ability to rewire yourself, rewire your brain, and rewrite what you're doing, whatever it is that you have, whatever it is you're trying to get out of. And so I try to find laughter. Finding joy in your life is the most important thing. Being able to laugh. I don't care what's going on in your life. Being able to laugh, finding joy in your life will change your life astronomically. So I want to just remind you, like attracts like. Try spending your time around other people who are doing great things, people who inspire you. You need a negative. Yes, you do. You need a negative detox. You can do so many things you can do on a small level. You can try meditating. The chances are, if you're in a place of negativity and you're not ready for meditation, it may not work. But it doesn't matter if you do like a minute, right? Just sit in a place and try and be still and stop. Try and control your thoughts. The first thing, getting ebong, man, helps me. That's funny. Yeah, that's Keith Maurice. How you feeling, C. James? How you feeling, Tisno? No, I know you're just joking. Keith's my boy. I always make fun of Keith. But yeah. So the main thing is finding out how to get out of that frame. Whether it's through physical, whether it's emotional, changing music. Your music can set the mood. When you get depressed, you go turn on some sad music. You end up exacerbating it and making it worse. So again, we deserve to live the life that we're here. We deserve it. Side mouth fam. That's right. We deserve to live the life. Right, to be here and to share our gifts. But we can't share our gifts if we're coming from a place of negativity, if we're depressed, if we're sad, if we're melancholy, if we're not where we're not where we believe we should be. So it's our duty, it's our responsibility, it's our right to achieve and to go after success and whatever we want. So one way to do that is the law of attraction, and like attracts like. As always, guys, I thank you guys. Have an amazing rest of your week. Helping others pull it. Yes, that's whatever we all know what it does. Happiness creates, exactly, Tisno. Happiness creates happiness. We all know I know what makes me happy a lot of times. I know I listen to certain songs. I know I'll turn on Tony Robbins or Les Brown or something, or Eric Thomas. I know I can listen to something and get into that zone of like, man, damn, I'm going to do this, right? I got to get out of this. Or I just know I can back out of that. All right, first-time listener, BMK1. Thanks for joining me. My qualifications, who I am, I'm a certified public accountant, a CPA. I'm also the author of the best-selling business book, Start Me Up, the No Business Plan, Business Plan. That's my name. My name is ebongeka. You can get it on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles. You can actually get it in the stores. I'm published. And in addition to that, I'm also the founder of Economics, EKANOMICS.com. We focus on your mission, your mindset, your money. We do business strategy as well as life strategy, and to help small businesses both online and offline to set their prices and then raise their prices so they can maximize their profits. That's one of the major reasons why small businesses fail, so they don't identify the value that they possess and the value they have for their customers and clients. As a result, you become a commodity and you start competing with everybody else. I don't believe in competition. That's why there's only certain major players. So the goal is to separate yourself, create a niche, and be that power, be the leader of that niche. If you do that, you'll dominate. Everything will be given to you. The ones in Barnes & Noble box today were heavy. That's awesome. You know what? Okay, I'm a bank. Hey, banking lawyer. That makes sense. That's awesome, man. Thank you. It's great. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me. Follow me. I do motivation. I also do small business tips. So last night I talked about how to get media attention. I do a lot of TV as well. So I'm on Fox News, MSNBC, CNN. I write a small business blog for the Huffington Post, Office Depot. I've also written for Parade Magazine. I'm in Inc. Magazine, Entrepreneur. As a source. I do a Rise TV as well as China Central, and I go on and talk about small business and the economy and just how small businesses can do things. Yeah, you know what? I try to do, Jets. You know what? In my life, I've been told no so many times that I just do it. I just try it. If it doesn't work out, it didn't work out. But I don't attach who I am to the fact that I failed. I failed in business before. I succeeded in business before. When I failed in business, I failed miserably and publicly, right? And I failed in that business. I wasn't attached to that. That was something I did, something I attempted, right? And it's fine. I can live with that because I'm not the things that I do, right? I am who I am. There's alignment to it, but I am what I am. Don't do promotion, just like to follow scopes for interest. In Australia, don't do promotion. And it's fine. Hey, no worries, man. Hey, I'm glad you're here and I appreciate you sharing, but whatever, you do you, whatever works for you, you do. And that's all that matters, right? As long as you're happy with who you are and what you're doing, doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter anybody else. So I thank you for watching. We fail our way to success. And what happens with failure and success is once you fail a bunch of times, the key is not that everybody fails. Literally every single person that you know of in your life has failed. Every single person, every single thing, even animals fail. The difference is this. The successful people is not just about keep going. Like I know a lot of people say, if you fail, get up again. That I believe in that. That's true. The other thing about failure is this. If you fail, the key is looking back. Oh, sorry, I didn't know you're female. PMK, you got an egg there. I didn't know your gender. I just said man, because I don't know. I have no idea. So you're female. Sorry, ma'am, lady. The thing with most people is they look back. The people who are successful will look back on the past of their failures and successes and be able to create, understand the lessons from that. And that's what matters more than anything else. Not the failure. The failure is part of it. But if you can look back and say, I know what I did wrong, what I did right, and I know how this plays a larger role in my life, you tend to excel after that. That tends to be the slingshot that shoots you back up. It's how we rebound from hitting. Exactly, how we rebound. Because when you hit rock bottom, the only reason you hit rock bottom is because you were able to realize the perspective is there, right? And because your perspective is different, your outcome tends to be different, right? And the things you get tend to be different. Because a lot of people hit rock bottom. The people who hit rock bottom come back, and the people who hit rock bottom and stay there. And what is the difference? You gotta look back and say, I understand this is part, I need to go here in order to go back up. People hitting, yeah, I know. Sorry, Nicole. I appreciate you being here. Periscope has been acting wacky. I don't know what's going on. I may say the scope, I may not. But I love you guys. You guys are great. Have an amazing day and be great today. Thanks for being on the scope. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the love. And take care. Jets fan, you're my man. You're gonna do great things, man. Just figure out whenever you decide what you want to do and you know what you want to do, you can kill it. Because everything else, the work you're doing right now is what matters. The work you're doing right now is what matters. When you're ready to do it, all you have to do is step into your dream, right? That's all you need to do is to step into your dream. It's PETA, female, capital markets lawyer. Oh, hey, cool. Hey, PETA, capital markets. That's awesome. That's interesting. So I want to be a pilot for you. Hey, you know what you need to do. I'm going to tell you this, Jets fan. Everything we all want to do in life has been done by somebody else. And the ability there's an ability to learn what you need to do. That's it. Exactly. So if you can do it. So if you want to be a pilot, there's a program, there's steps, there's a program that you can do in order to get to the place where you're going to be a pilot. That's all you need to do. Find somebody who's already a pilot. Find somebody in your organization who can actually, work with you to get you in a program. I'm sure there's a program, and you can. Then after that, you can become being that pilot. Just comes to some point. Oh, thank you so much, Necessary Drama. I appreciate that. These are the things that I'm thinking about in life, things that I'm experiencing, people I've talked to, and this inspires me to keep going, and I just try to share the message. I tell myself these same things every single day, and I want to share that with you guys. Citizen Crane just joined on. He invited some people. That's Matt Crane, amazing dude. You got to follow him if he's still here. This dude is phenomenal, 10x everything, like a Grant Cardone guy. And this phenomenal guy. I think he's still offering a free coaching session. Go check him out. Amazing guy. So I'm back and forth about what I want as a career, not just. And that makes sense to you, Nicole. But again, hey, last thing I'll share with you guys, because I got to go to a meeting, is this. The thing that people think about, need to understand your content further to follow. Hey, whatever. You can follow, you don't. That's up to you, man. Sorry, I say man just out of habit. But it's up to you. You can follow me, don't follow me. I appreciate you being here, listening. Again, the thing is, it's just free. So you choose to follow me. If you don't like the content, unfollow. If you don't want to follow, that's fine too. It's life. This is why this platform is amazing. You can Google me and find out more about me if you want. YouTube, you could do whatever works for you. I appreciate you being here. I'm always happy. I'm always humbled that people want to listen to me speak. So I'm always by always humbled. So I appreciate you being here and interacting. Shoot, what was I going to say? Oh, I had something else I was going to say. I can't remember. Oh, yeah, Nicole. Here it is. It has a fire that spreads. Oh, thank you so much, CJs. Hey, Nicole, listen, about your career. The thing about a lot of people is they focus on trying to plan out their lives, like 10, 20 years of their lives. What they don't understand is you have very little say over what happens later on in the future. What you should be focusing on is what you're going to do in the next year or two. Even shorter than that. So you're right about career and goals, but so many people change careers. There are people the average is like anywhere from 7 to 9 career changes in your lifetime. I think it's more like 8 to 9, but I just said 7 to be safe. So 7 to 9 career changes in a lifetime. So as a result of that, what you choose now may not be what you do 5 years from now. And what you don't want to do is this is what happens to a lot of people, and that's happened to me in the past, like 15 years ago. I would try to plan out my career. And as a result of that, it became hard, so I stopped. So what you want to do is you want to take movement. See, there's pleasure in progress. When you start taking steps towards something, that's when the pleasure comes. That's when you feel better about what you're doing. The confidence level will rise because there'll be dopamine hits and oxytocin release in your brain to remind you that you're taking steps towards something. There's pleasure in that. So I want you to enjoy the process. I'm trying to build something in my expectations. Yeah, nothing wrong with having high expectations. Nothing wrong with that at all. But what happens to a lot of people is because they don't take the first step, all they have are expectations and no movement, and therefore they get depressed, they get sad, they end up choosing something out of necessity, and they're not living the life that they deserve and the life that they dream. That is why. So, yeah, see, I'm old, not doing what I was doing 3 years. Hey, that's awesome, Donna. I love that. I love that. All right, you guys have a great day. I appreciate you guys being on here. Be great. Today's Tuesday. Enjoy Tuesday. The day of the week doesn't really matter. Listen to your scopes at 18 years old. Oh, thank you so much, Jess fan. I love that. I love we connected on Keith Maurice's scope. And Nicole, you got that. You just had to think about the first step. Don't think about 10 years from now. Think about the first step. That could be the first week, first 2 weeks, first month, whatever it is you want to do. Somebody else out there has already done it, and you can go find, learn from there, model your journey after somebody else is doing exactly what you want to do. All right, I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Hey, thanks, PMK from Australia, the capital markets lawyer. Thank you for being on here. I appreciate you, John. I appreciate you joining. And I always like meeting new people. So